Innies and Outies is what we're talking about. So, what goes on is if I'm going to continue with this little lick, I call it the lick of the century. Love it to death. I have been doing it for the last couple of episodes, so this will probably be the last time I'm doing it for a while. I'll give it a bit of a rest and do other things next episodes, plural. But what goes on is I just want to show you this concept of outs and ins, innies and outies. So let me just quickly recap. If we're playing in the style of one of the great jazz drummers, Buddy Rich, I would consider so much of his soloing and all of that sort of business an innie. When you look, I'm having as much fun saying it as hopefully you out there listening to him. Anyway, if you've got an innie, Buddy Rich, when you see him solo, he's very much the brilliant technician on a snare drum, and he would shoot out. So his style is in. I'll recap. Swing jazz, so it's 4 on the floor, solo. There it goes. Did you notice that what I did was so much of what I did was on the snare drum shooting out? Now, if I'm going to play something in the mode of John Bonham and Ian Pace of Led Zeppelin and Deep Purple respectively, they're the two main ones. And in the day, if you go to 70s rock, if you were a drummer and you were doing a solo, if you couldn't do this, or put it this way, if you could do that, you know, that was the staple solo of the day, okay, that kind of stuff. So I consider that outie, because you're actually playing out and you're inverting in. I was going to call it a 4-piece drum kit, but I've just cheated there. And I did cheat then. I'm using more than the typical 4-piece drum kit part. Now, if I kept on going with this outie idea, and now I'll bring in all my tom-toms for this, but I can treat that like... There's a simple concept that if you take the snares off a snare drum... I had to retune them. Anyway, it's a tom-tom, but if you put the snares on, then it changes its character, the character of the drum. So if I'm playing very tom-like, notice that when I'm putting the snare drum in, it creates its own accent, you know, like it really marks and spikes the accent. 3/2 clave, I could do this. So on. Notice that that's an outie, you see, because I'm bringing the accents in. Okay, I'm playing out, I'm an outie, and then I come in to spike the accent with the snare drum, you see. And that's something that you can hear, once again, I'll quote the people, you know, John Bonham and Ian Pace. John Bonham, the fantastic drummer of Led Zeppelin, Ian Pace, who's still rolling along, the incredible drummer for Deep Purple. That kind of playing, outies style. Don't get me wrong, everyone plays innies and outies. These are just two simple concepts for just one episode of tonight's drum show. And what I'm doing is really just showing you a way of just taking some, just straightforward accent exercises and doing them in different ways. If I just did this, triplets. Notice that what I'm doing here is innies, you see, because I'm sticking to the snare drum and shooting out. Now, by playing out, now I'm playing outie, I can go in. So I just finished with triplets. All from just good old triplet accent exercises, just going 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, okay, and just accenting the numbers. So I hope you get something out of this show tonight, the drum show. My name is Chris Quinlan. I may as well wrap it up. If you want to contact me for anything at all, it's just simply drumshow@hotmail.com. It's as simple as that. Our website's thedrumshow.net. Easy. It should be all just scrolling along your screen right now, just there. So what goes on is that I'm really just dealing with the concept of innies and outies tonight. And once again, thank you very much, Melanie, for coming up with the title when I was explaining it to you. Yes, innies and outies, just like belly buttons. There you go. So my name's Chris Quinlan. See you next week. Take care. Bye.